Hey friends of WA and GTT, this is Kenny D. I'm going to do a little video presentation on my grinder in a box, my 2x72 grinder build that I've done. I've had the threads on both forums as well as a bunch of pictures in the Picasa web album, so I thought I'd do a little video of it. Some questions have come up about different things, so I thought it'd be easier than talk about it and show some things rather than type it all out. We'll start with the VFD, the variable frequency drive that I use to control this 3 horsepower 3-phase motor, 220 volts that I'm running the machine with. This control box here that I built, start button, stop button, and the potentiometer here on the side. For speed control, I control the frequency of the drive. Right now I have it set for anywhere from 0 Hertz to 60 Hertz for speed control, so that's 0 to 3600 RPM on the motor. The grinder in a box kit has a couple main components here. This is the 2 receivers. The top one is for the tool arm. This is the flat Platen tool arm that I have. I'm still working on the actual Platen itself that goes in here. I have a piece of tempered glass that the belt will ride on to make it nice and smooth and to reduce friction and heat. I still have to make all of that. This Platen is adjustable via this slot to different angles, fore and aft that way. This other receiver down here is for the work rest, which I will put in right here. Slide that in, and then you can tighten it up here. That's the I still have to work on finishing that, painting that up. We'll come around here to the other side of the machine. Again, you see the adjustability of the flat Platen head. The top arm here with the spring, that's the idler wheel. That's tapered, so that keeps the belt tracking properly. I'll show you the tracking in a minute. The 4-inch drive wheel, that's crowned as well, so that keeps the belt tracking straight. Come back to the front. Down on the floor here I have the other tool arm that has a 2-inch idler wheel and an 8-inch idler wheel mounted on the same type of arm, so it just slides right out of here and goes in. You can adjust the tension on the belt as well with this a little bit to get it close before you use the spring. That wheel, that'll let you grind different profiles against the 8-inch wheel or 2-inch wheel or the slack belt. They call that the slack belt. That'll ride in between because the belt will be slack if you don't make a Platen to go in there. So, and I have this table that I'm working on. It's a piece of 3/8-inch cold roll plate that it pivots fore and aft. Lots of adjustability there. You saw this assembly in some of the pictures with the pinch. I pinch a 3/8 piece of cold roll rod there, a 3/4-inch piece of cold roll rod there to give me that adjustability. And I can adjust up and down height, or in and out. This receiver here will be for a fence type setup, so I'll have a piece of 1.5 inches that'll go in there like that, and then I'll have a fence set up. So not only will I have the table, I will have the fence I can adjust to grind different angles against that. So I'm going to put the camera in the tripod here, and that's my heater running in the background if you hear a bunch of noise. So I'm going to set this up, lose the fence arm there, grab my little square. I'm going to adjust this in and out, tighten that up so the height correct. Then I'll move this up like that, tighten that up. I'll have levers on these instead of the wrench soon, so I can loosen that, and you can see that this is fully adjustable any way I want. So I'll take my square and square that up. Tighten up the pinch bolt there. This thing is really solid too. I'm really tug on it pretty good. Set that over there. Now this is a 120 grit belt, 3M belt. And this is a piece of 1.5" by 3/8 inch thick scrap piece. I'm going to take this camera out real quick. I wanted to show you as I started up. I'll show you the tracking adjustment here. So I'll hit the green button and I'll start off at, see, 0 hertz. Like right there is, there's 30 hertz. So right there is about 1800 RPM. You can hear it running. I'll crank this up. It's 3600 RPM right now. You hear it's really singing. Tracking. You can adjust to the belt. That's right where I need it. What I want is I want it to ride right on the center of the front idler. So you can see how fast that did that with a 120 grit belt. So I'm going to change the belt. I'm going to widen our view here so you can see how quick it is to change the belt. Just push down on the arm, slide the belt out, grab the other belt here. This is a, try to get it on the camera here. This is a 60 grit belt. Slide it in, on there, down, get it kind of close, spin it a little bit, and I'll start the machine up and I'll check the tracking again because all the belts track just a little bit different. So I'll start the machine up and I'll adjust the tracking and I'll show you how quick material removal is with this belt on this corner right here. So set the machine up, again I'm at 3600 RPM. Tracking just a little bit, it was pretty close. And here we go. So you can see how fast that took that material off right there. It's a little warm. It's actually pretty darn hot, but I can still hold it. That's a 60 grit belt. Obviously that's for rough finishing work, and you can put any belt in here you want. You can even put a leather polishing belt in there if you wanted to. So that's just some of the things you can do with this device here. They're kind of expensive to build because of these idler wheels and these machine wheels with the high-speed bearings in here. They're a little expensive, and everything's balanced really well. And the VFD's $200, and you have to find the motor. This motor I found on Craigslist for $75, so that was a good deal. But I highly recommend the kit if you can fabricate and weld a little bit. There's a lot of different, you can make just about anything you want with these receivers because it's kind of modular. You can make anything you want. A special fixture if you were in a production environment and you always had to do one little function. You could make a jig for that to have it go right into the receiver arm. You can pretty much do anything you want, anything your imagination comes up with. So again, thank you very much for taking the time and listening. I'll see you on the next video.